Hey guys, Gary Box here. So I wanted to talk to you about something new that I just got in. We're going to do a cool unboxing here in a minute. But if you've listened to me before, you know I'm a really big fan of booms, especially this Manfrotto boom, the super boom. One of the reasons I love this is because when you have the boom up, you have these cranks on the end, and you can actually turn and tilt your light modifier from the bottom, which is really handy when you have it way up in the air. So very, very useful. It's also longer and will actually handle a significant amount of weight. So this has been my baby for a long time. Now, the light, I'm using a MoLight Godox 400, but I have the extension head. I'll pull this modifier off here and let you see this. And this is your ultimate setup for working with a boom. So this is the extension head, and it is like an extension cord. You unplug your flash tube from the light, and you plug that in, and then you plug your flash tube in here, so you have a lot less weight up on the top of the boom. Then I just use a super clamp right here to attach the body to it, which gives it good counterweight. Now at this point it's going to want to go up because I took a lot of weight off at the end. So this has been the boom that I've recommended people get. However, it's not inexpensive and it does take up a fair amount of room. So for a lot of people, especially with a smaller studio, Gary, I would love to, but I cannot fit that in my place, and it's maybe a little bit outside of my budget. So MoLight has just released a new boom that is awesome. Not quite this, but much smaller and about half the price. So I wanted to do an unboxing for you of the new RollyMolly boom. And then we want to talk about its use, okay? So this boom costs about half of what this one does, coming in at just under $400. So let's get started and unbox it. Okay, first impression. The build quality is really nice, especially for this price point. The other thing is, it went together incredibly easy. Now, one thing we didn't realize at first is instead of the big iron counterweight, it comes with a sandbag. And we could feel tools inside the sandbag, but it's sewn all the way around, and we were trying to figure out how do you get the tools out and the sand in. So underneath these little Velcro is actually like a slot, a hole. And I'm sharing this because it took me a moment to find it. So inside one of them are your Allen wrenches, screwdriver, and your spigot post that goes on the end. So I don't have sand in it yet, but I am pretty impressed with its ability. Let's put our little spigot in. And I'm going to go ahead and mount my light on it so you guys can see it. So I'm going to grab my 400. I already have a super clamp on the end of it. And then this is the extension head. Both of these are available, and super clamp for that matter, from MoLight. Now the further down the boom you put this, the more counterweight you're going to have. So you probably don't want to put it all the way at the end. So we can put that there. We bring this up here and mount this. And then you have little clips that you can clip the cable on so it's not sagging in your way. So we can put one of them up here, and it's got several of them included with it. You can unclip this, and there you go. So the boom has a pretty good reach. Not quite as much reach as the big Manfrotto one does, but that's why it's ideal for smaller spaces. So, okay, that's about our max, and we could actually slide it probably, with our counterweight, we can probably slide it a little bit more this way. And that's really not bad. Now, this one only has one crank on the end instead of the two, but it allows you to adjust the tilt, like that. So you can aim it this way from the bottom. If you want to tilt it front or back, you just have to loosen, and there's a little handle here, so you rotate the entire shaft front or back just a little bit. So I think this is an amazing option if you have a smaller space or are working on a tighter budget. Again, under $400, which is pretty amazing for this, and the quality seems amazing. The tires are urethane, and they do have locks on them, so you can keep it in place if you want to. And I think it's an impressive deal. So you can find this at www.gomolight.com and order one today because I love it. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.